So this is my template. I spent some time researching on the name. I came up with a couple of options and I've actually settled on this one called Youthfully Yours. So yeah, because I thought it was a play on faithfully, play on sincerely, um, and it just like kind of flows well. You want to have something, I guess, that flows well. So when people are reciting it, it kind of like feels really good on the tongue. So I thought Youthfully Yours kind of like makes sense and it says exactly what my topics are going to be about. Um, the other thing that we talked about was the mission statement. So again, I'm just going to go through the mission statement I have. I'm going to be having for my new podcast, which is bringing transformation through the power of living a youthful and purpose life. I think it's really important to have a mission statement because when you've got a mission statement, you know exactly what it is you're going to do. So when you're thinking about, does this topic align with my mission statement, you can always go back. And then it's also very crystal clear because what you want to be able to do is that when people come to you as an influencer, they kind of like know what you are good at, what you are influencing at, what is it that you stand for. Because if they know what you stand for, then they can fall in love with you, just naturally. I've also got a personal driver, and yeah, no, not a chauffeur, but a personal driver. And personal driver really is kind of like telling me, well, what do I get out of this personally? And for me, it's really work life balance, and it's a work life balance not just for me but for my family. I really want my life partner to quit his job so that he doesn't have to go in each time to a job that he doesn't really enjoy. And then we can actually explore a life of abundance as a family. And I think that having a personal driver is also something that's going to help you to get out of bed because every single time I think of my partner, I'll like, you know what, I'm doing this for you, hun. I'm doing this for you, babes, and that will put a smile on my face. So it is going to be a YouTube show and it's focused on sharing. And I think you've got to be very specific when you're looking at your who and your where. So your who is your target audience. And I think you need to be really specific with your target audience. So I've talked about here that, I want to be able to focus on sharing easy to adopt. So that's really important because it's not just anything, it's like easy to adopt, non surgical solutions. So if you're looking for, I don't know, a transplant or cosmetic surgery, I am not your woman because I will not be talking about those kind of things because it's not going to be my area of influence. And also, I think it's really good to be able to identify what your age bracket is. So for me, I'm looking at women from 30 plus upwards because I believe I can relate to that age group and above. And obviously, I'm looking for those type of women that want to be able to be youthful in all that they do. So I'm going to cover these topics and not necessarily in this order. And it doesn't mean that one topic is one video. It might be that one topic is broken down to 2 or 3 videos, depending on what it is I need to get across. But essentially, I'm looking at, youthful face, youthful body, youthful energy, youthful style, youthful start. And youthful start is more about the start of the day. So, how can you bring how can your start of the day affect your youthfulness, and how can you bring things and tools to the table that's going to help you to start your day and prolong your youthfulness, things like that. So also youthful relationships, I've got relationships there twice. And then youthful speech, so kind of things that you say also kind of have an impact. Everything that you do has an impact on you. And if you are looking to be youthful, then it's not just about, like I said, how you look. It's also about how you speak. Finally, it's about what do I need? And I think it's really important to figure out the kind of things that you need before you start. And then identify what you need to go get. So budget is really important because you got to know how much do you actually want to spend on this? And if you're starting it out, you don't want to spend a lot of money, because if you spend a lot of money and it doesn't work out, you're just not going to feel great. So you want to put like a reasonable amount of budget. Like for me, for these 10 episodes, I'm only putting down £100. Like that's my idea, because I figured that, from a wardrobe perspective, I'm going to go to a charity shop to get all the clothes, because otherwise I'm just going to go through all my clothes really quickly and then I won't have any clothes to wear out. So I'm just going to go to a charity shop. I'm budgeting roughly about £3 an item, £5 if I really push the boat out. And obviously my hair, my makeup, I think my hair is probably the most expensive. Ordinarily, my hair will probably cost me about £500, £600, but I've got an idea. So the other thing that's really, 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 really important is your equipment, what you're using, your cameras, your lights. I'm just going to use my iPhone to start off with, because it's pretty okay. It's what I use for the first program and no one's complained, so I'm just going to use that. I do have some lights, some portable lights. As you get bigger, as you get more into it, as you understand the kind of things that you're trying to achieve and the manner and the way you want to achieve them, then you will start to put a little bit more investment. But at this point, I'm just going with very simple lights and my iPhone. And then props is another one, and I think you can get props from like charity shops as well. So I think you might want to do that topic by topic and determine, well, where is it I want to set up and what do I need? Like I think it's really good to have a great visual, so that when people are looking, they're looking at something that's pleasing to the eye. I think you may have other things that are on your list in addition to what I've got here. Like, for example, if you had another person that was going to show up, or if you were bringing in different guests each time, then you're going to need something different. So it all depends as to what it is you're trying to deliver will determine what you need. But once you've determined all of that, then you can just go and get them. Yes, come in. Hello, Miss Alexander. My name's Clara and I'm an influencer. Have you seen the latest edition? I was just wondering whether you would consider sponsoring my show. An influencer, did you say? Oh, so what exactly is it you want to be doing? Well, an influencer, it's kind of like marketing mostly. We help to showcase your products so that lots and lots of people can see it, and then depending on the people that see it, can help to increase your sales. Let me take a look at you. Oh, okay, come here. Let me take a look at you. Right. I've heard about these influencers. I hear they're down a penny. What makes you so interesting? Well, I've got a show called Youthfully Yours. Well, it's not yet created, but it is in the making. And it's a lifestyle show. It's about hair and beauty and, everything that's going to help you look and feel younger. Oh, really? Wow. Coffee? Anyway, continue. It's really about making a difference in the life of another person. Yes. Let me think about that. I think I like what you're saying. It makes sense. I can imagine you become this big, massive influencer and we've got ultra strands all over the place. That's a smart idea, is it not? So tell me, what do we get in return? Well, I was thinking we could put a link on our show to Allstrands. Oh, how about we mention you on the show, you know? We can say the show sponsored by Allstrands. Sounds like a dream. Or we can feature you in the show itself. We can just feature your products. Yeah? Now that I can get on board with. Okay. Thank you, Miss Alexander.